Justin Long and Kate Bosworth. Kate Bosworth stars as this beautiful young woman who is at a bar one night. She runs into a player played by Justin Long, and they go back to her place. It seems, though, that there's something in this house, or some things in this house, that do not like that he's there and do not want him there. There's your film. Minor spoilers here. The first 40 minutes of this film is pretty much them just sitting on the couch, or him on a phone call, that are just scenes of him saying, hey man, I'm gonna bang this girl tonight. No, I'm not gonna get you pictures, but if you want pictures, I might get you pictures. And it's them making out for the first 40 minutes of this film, pretty much. That's all that happens here. Yes, they're building a story. They are building, hey, you're not supposed to like this guy. This guy's a complete asshole. However, you're not interested in that. You're not interested in the story because the script does a good job of making this guy very, very unlikable, but you're not really liking Kate Bosworth's character either, because you don't know a whole lot about her. There's not a whole lot of depth to her until the very, very end, where it's too late. This is a film that I could spoil the whole entire film, but I'm going to be a kind person, not do that, because this is a film I don't think I need to spoil. House of Darkness is a film where you can see where it's going, but the problem is there's a certain character in here that is not needed. There is something very, very noticeably wrong about this woman and her sisters, but there's nothing much I can say about House of Darkness. It's a fine film that I think delivers on some aspects, particularly the chemistry between Justin Long and Kate Bosworth. I think there's tremendous romantic chemistry between here. It was a sexy little 40 minutes, but even then, it was a film where they were trying to build something, and I don't think it worked. There's not a whole lot of atmosphere to build here. They don't do a good job. It's a very cheap film here, based on them only using a couple of locations, mainly just a couple rooms in this castle, and they don't do a good job of giving you a reason to care for the guy or for what she ends up being. Now, you do get your horror within about 40 minutes in, but even then they go back to a dialogue-driven story, and yes, dialogue-driven horror is amazing. I mean, you sit there and you think about something that mixes dialogue with scary imagery, like The Shining or Hereditary or Midsummer, The Lighthouse. It's all dialogue driven along with some creepy imagery. There's very little creepy imagery here. It's more of just them talking and trying to get something out of him to teach him a little bit of a lesson at the end of the film. And I think that can work for some people, but for me, I wanted something else. I am going to be watching The Invitation maybe this weekend. It just depends on my work schedule, but I will be renting that for $20 probably, because I can't wait to watch that film anymore. But up next, I will be watching Top Gun Maverick finally. I didn't get a chance to go and see it in theaters. It did not work out for me to go and see it in theaters, but I will be watching that and reviewing that very, very soon, along with The Railway Children Returns and The Enforcer, along with Dead for a Dollar, very, very soon. New romance reviews coming up next, but stay tuned, because next Monday I will be having my review for Dead for a Dollar starring Willem Dafoe, as well as the new Screen Media action film, The Enforcer, along with a new film, which is a sequel to a UK film called The Railway Children Returns. I will see all of you guys next time. I'm going to give House of Darkness a C-. I think this was a perfectly serviceable film, but nothing I'm ever going to watch again. If you're interested, check it out. If nothing else, for the tremendous chemistry between these two stars for the first 40 minutes and throughout the whole entire film. But I think we could have gotten a nice little romance story here instead of a horror film, because the chemistry was just there, and that's all pretty much delivered. But there you go, everybody. I will see you guys next time.